bin. Guess what? I'm hungry. Cat's watching me. I'm hungry. I'm going to do a vegan stir fry. I know. I'm going to use, this isn't chicken pieces. You can tell it's not chicken pieces because it doesn't look like chicken pieces. It looks like soy meat. Ingredients are many. Protein concentrate 30%, but it doesn't say what it's from, which is a bit worrying. But there you go, have a look at the instructions, ingredients. But the main thing is, it doesn't include palm oil. So that's a good thing. Now this was on offer, that's the other reason why I bought it. It was £1.56 for the pack, which means it's going to cost us about 78p because I'm going to use half the pack for this recipe. Obviously vegan. Then I got the noodles. Now the noodles, you get 2 packs in there for £1, so it's 50p for the noodles. And the noodles do say on the back, suitable for vegans, but obviously if you're a vegan and you know your own limits of what you will and won't eat, so double check that before you use these noodles. I am not a vegan expert. And then I've gone for Korean barbecue stir fry sauce. Ta-da! Now, although I'm only cooking for me, this would normally do 2 people. It was on offer for 60p, so it would be 30p that I would spend on myself for this. But obviously, I'm going to use the whole thing in one go in my stir fry. Plus, we've got bamboo shoots, mushrooms, tomatoes, and half an onion. We've also got a red pepper, which was 50p. Obviously, I'm not going to use all that. Probably going to use about 1/4 of it, which work out about 12.5p. And carrots. Who doesn't like a stir fry with carrots in it? So we'll be doing that as well. And they work out around about 12.5p as well. Obviously, they're vegan. So let's cook. So I've got half a pack of bamboo. I've got some mushrooms. Quite a lot of mushrooms here. I do like mushrooms. I didn't when I was a kid, but I do now. So I'm going to shove all these in, thinly sliced, get them all done, stick them in the bowl. It does look like I've got a hell of a lot of stuff here, I'll be honest with you. Not even put the onions in yet and it's already overflowing, but that's fine because we're going to do the onion. So the onion was 14p, we're only going to use half the onion. Like so. Them in the bowl as well. The tomatoes you need to chop up quite finely, mainly due to the skin, but I like the skin being in there because it does add a bit of colour. So we'll chop them up diced, stick them in the bowl. Next up, the carrots. Not going to peel them. I like them with the peel on, but I am going to wash them. Now what we're going to do is chop off the tops, chop off the bottoms, and then actually get a peeler, but just peel, but keep peeling and keep going round, and you get all these little slithers, which are all the same width and everything, so they all cook at the same time. Like that. You can do it like that as well if you want. Pepper. Now, this is the first pepper I've ever bought. Genuinely. I mean, I've cooked them before, and I've had them when they're in, stir fries and stuff like that when you buy the packs. But I've never actually bought a pepper. Thing is, there's going to be a lot of recipes with peppers in them because obviously I need to use this up. So what we're going to do is just chop down that and then slice this thinly. How much have I put it down for? Pepper, 12.5p. So we're using 1/4 of it. Give a bit more, I think. There we go. Right, pop that on. Actually, it won't fit on the actual... We've got rather a lot of stuff to go in the stir fry. So let's cook. Okay, so we've got our oil in the wok, and we're now going to chuck in half of the pack of the chicken, not chicken pieces. I was expecting more of a sizzle then, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, that's about half the pack. So this is a vegan recipe, something I don't do very often, but doing it today. Now it's sticking to the pan a bit more than usual, but a bit more than chicken would do. That's because it's not chicken, it's not, the fibres aren't held together, they aren't muscles. Now that will come off as the cooking develops. To be fair, it's starting to look a little bit like I'm cooking chicken. These bits that are burnt on do look like burnt on chicken. Always amazes me though how much energy must have gone in to make this look and have a bit of a texture of chicken. Needs a bit more heat actually. Right, we don't need to cook it through, we're basically just warming it up. So what we can do now is we can add the veggies. We'll chuck in the pepper first, just because it's not in the bowl, and then we will tip the bowl in. So here we go, carrots, onions, tomato, pepper and the bean sprouts. Chuck them all in together. Look at the size of that. Now it will come down in size as it starts cooking through. We keep stirring. This is called a stir fry for a reason. So we've got our noodles, they'll be going in shortly. 1 pack, so that's like 50p. And then we've got our Korean barbecue sauce. So this is fully vegan. Again though, just check the ingredients with your own personal preferences and whatnot. And you can see that the stuff at the bottom, the burnt stuff, is coming off now and adding to the flavour. It's got the moisture from the bean sprouts. I only put half the carrots in as well. So instead of 4 carrots, there's only 2 carrots, because that peeling technique, I got a lot more carrot than I was expecting. So I'll calm down a bit now. So we need to cook everything through. So the mushrooms, the carrots, the onions and the bean sprouts, we need to get them to go soft. Peppers as well. See, now it's getting all lovely and soft. And obviously it's come down a lot now in the pan, what it was. And you can see the bottom of the pan is completely clear now of all the burn that we had earlier from the not chicken. You could in theory just have it like that, stick the noodles in and have it like that, but I like to add the sauce. Now this sauce is meant for 2 people, but you can't really save it, so I chuck it all in. So it says there 2 people, it also says vegan, but I chuck it all in because you can't really do anything else with it. Plus I don't do stir fries all the time. So this is Korean barbecue. I've never had this before. I chose it because it was vegan. I normally have black bean or, well, you've seen the other stir fries I've done, you've got a rough idea what my tastes are, but we'll try this. So mix that in. There's always some liquid in there as well from the bean sprouts and the tomatoes and everything else. The noodles. Now the noodles straight to wok. You can buy dry noodles, which is cheaper, but to be honest, 50p for a pack, you can't really go wrong. So when you take the noodles out, just break them up a little bit, because it's easier to do it here than what it is when they're in the pan, chasing them around with everything else. So just break it up. So So just mix that in so they get thoroughly heated up as well. Now if you like eaters, that would do 2 people, but I've not had anything proper to eat today, so this is going to be my main meal, and then we'll dish it up. So obviously you've got the sauce with it now, and so it's not dry. There is quite a lot there actually, but I have hollow legs, so it's fine. That's what Mum used to tell me anyway. So there you go then, Korean style vegan barbecue stir fry with vegan chicken noodles sauce. And now the sauce was 60p, so if you put the full sauce in, which I did, it's £3.17. If you'd half the sauce, it was £2.87 for this meal. Bean sprouts 36p, mushrooms, a couple of tomatoes, onions, pepper and carrots. But no matter how you look at it, that is a pretty good looking meal. But what does it taste like? Before you ask, no, I'm not using chopsticks. But there you go, nice close up look at it. I think it looks alright. It smells hot, you know, like spicy hot. Obviously it's hot because of the steam coming off, as you can see. So I'm going to hold the plate like that. So let's give it a go. That's what the not chicken looks like when it's been cooked. What does it taste like? What's the texture as well? They're always mushy, these things. To be fair, that's all right. It's not mushy. It does feel more like chicken than anything else I've probably had. I've got another piece. All right, the lucky boy. So let's get it with a few other bits and pieces with it. Carrots. It's all perfectly done. What you don't want is when you do cook carrots or any vegetables really, you don't want them to be mush, you don't want them to be squidgy. You want them to have a bit of bite to them, a bit of chew to them. And you've definitely got that with this. Let's try a bit of the pepper. Got some more of the not chicken. I would try this again. I think it's marginally, it's making my nose run. I think it's marginally cheaper than buying real chicken. I always debate whether or not it's better for the environment because of all the processing that goes through it, whereas a chicken, it's just a chicken, isn't it? They still have to be chilled, they still have to go in the fridges, they still have to be delivered by a lorry with a chilled trailer on it and all that kind of thing. So, yeah. But this is probably the best alternative I've had. I certainly think it's better than corn. I don't think you could fool people into thinking, you know, they come round to your house for a meal that they'd had chicken. But you certainly get them wondering if it was chicken or not. Right then, so that's it. I wasn't going to review the not chicken thing, but I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. The recipe I really liked as well. It's not the only recipe I've done loads more, so don't forget to subscribe and also check out the cooking playlist. I've got a standard cooking playlist which is non-vegan, well, it does include the vegan recipes, but it's got all the recipes as well. And I've got a specific vegan one which you can look at and enjoy. So thanks for watching. I will see you again next time. Until then, bye.